In this video, guys, you're going to learn 5 timeless, easy SMMA niches you can go after. Plus, I'm going to include how you reach out to them by the end of this video as well. So overall, these 5 niches, no matter what time of year, no matter the economy, or no matter what's happening in the world, is going to be great for not only just everyone in general, but just especially good for beginners as well. You might be asking, why so? First off, there's lots of businesses in that niche, so it's not businesses where there's like maybe 1 or 2 or like maybe just a few hundred or a few thousand. There's tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of these businesses just around the world. They're easy to get results for that niche because as you're a beginner, let's be honest, you're probably not the best advertiser in the world, but luckily, you don't need to be the best advertiser in the world in order to get these niches results, and not only results in general, but just good results as well, so that way they're happy to work with you and keep paying you month after month. And there's not an unimaginable amount of competition, so that is one thing that people don't really think about when they're just starting out, is just the competition with the niches. So none of these niches are going to be very, very overly saturated. There is competition with all these niches, don't get me wrong, but there are some niches that are just so saturated that you don't even want to even bother trying to get clients in. So once I go through the niches, I'm going to tell you how you get results for these niches and what to say when you do the outreach. And so just one very important note before I continue on with the rest of this video. So no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what any random ad you see on Facebook or Instagram says, all niches are going to have competition. There is not really any blue ocean niche, when it comes to, even just new technology or new businesses that arrive. There's always going to be competition. You're never going to be the only one trying to get after those clients, but there's so many more businesses compared to, the amount of digital marketers there are. If you watch my Is SMMA Saturated video, you will know that, for every 10 businesses that are out there, there's one digital marketer, and it's probably even more so. It's easy to get results for these niches, but you still need to know what you're doing. So you can't just blindly just put up a random Facebook ad and expect to get good results for these niches. You still need to have basic concepts of what you need to do to get results for these niches. But you can learn these through YouTube videos or very, very inexpensive courses. Learning how to get these niches results will not be that difficult. You can run both Facebook ads and Google ads for any of these niches, and then you can get them good results. So I know a lot of you are into Facebook ads, and there are many great niches out there. There are many also other easy ones, but these are just 5 easy ones from my experience, whether I have personally run ads for these niches, or I know the strategy of running ads for these niches as well, so I can safely say that this niche would be easy, hard, etc., etc. It's going to go from number 5 to number 1, and then as you go down the list, the niche will be either more profitable or easier to get results for, and more businesses, etc. So number 5 is restaurants. So what makes restaurants so easy? Well, if you probably walk outside and walk for 10 minutes, you'll probably see at least 6 or 7 restaurants within that 10-minute walk, especially if you're in a city area. So there's tons of restaurants in your area you can go after. So everyone needs to eat, guys. Behind housing, people spend the most money on food, and that's just not groceries. That's also takeout, restaurants, all that stuff. And especially after this pandemic, with this pent-up demand, people are starting to go out. People are starting to want to go to restaurants again. So this makes it a great candidate to run their ads for them. You can get customers almost very, very easily, guys. You just simply need to offer a coupon, a sweepstakes, throw in a picture of really good looking, delicious food. If I saw that right now, I would probably go into it and want to eat from that restaurant. It's not that hard. Post pictures of good food, and that alone gets people to hook, because everyone needs to eat food. We are wired to see food and want food overall. So that's how you can easily get results in running ads for them. And just note, this is a great first client niche, since the ads are very simple and overall there's a ton of restaurants you can go after, but you have to realize that the profit margins of restaurants are very low. So unless you're going to go after big restaurants or restaurants in, very major cities, you can't really charge that high of a retainer because, they need to make a profit. And if you're charging them over $1,500, they're not going to be able to make a really good profit, and then they're not going to really want to work with you. But if you're willing to take the low price at the start, you get them some customers. You can easily get a new case study testimonial. Now you have experience to go after other niches and charge even more for that too, or stay within the restaurant niche. So the next niche is the car repairs. So any car repair or just any auto mechanic shop. So why is this easy? So behind housing and behind food, transportation is the next thing that people spend the most money on. Just like you should transport your finger to tap the subscribe button and like this video, tap or click, whether you're on desktop or mobile. It really helps me out, especially since I'm a small YouTuber, and it tells me that you guys like this type of video format, especially PowerPoint style. And leave a comment below, with your thoughts on this. And I just want to get as much information as possible. And everyone, pretty much most people, have cars. And if they have a car, it will need to be repaired or maintained at some point of the car's lifespan. There's no car which you can drive, completely forever without having to make some sort of repairs or do some sort of maintenance. And for the ads, it's very easy. You can offer something like a free oil change or have like a very low cost repair or checkup for free. And then you can just incentivize people saying, hey, when's the last time you got your car checked up? And then you can use fear, being like, you don't want to, have an accident or have a costly thing that you could have taken care of cost you thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars in the future. So you can use something like that in the ad, but mostly just offering a free oil change should be good enough. And then what would happen is they come in for the free oil change, the auto mechanic will find other problems, and then they can charge the customer through there. And there are so many auto mechanics. Like if you walk outside for 10 minutes, you may see 6 or 7 restaurants. Right next to those restaurants, you may see 5 to 6 auto mechanic shops. So there's a lot of auto mechanic places to go after. Excuse my spelling of auto mechanic. So the next great niche you can go after is gyms or any sort of health club, etc., etc. So everyone knows they need to get in shape and stay healthy. Everyone wants health, wealth, and relationships. So that's one of the 3 main things that as humans we desire and we crave. So staying in shape and getting healthy is one of them, and gyms are the best types of businesses that will do that. It's a $9.6 billion industry, and it's going to just keep growing up and up, especially now as consumers are getting more and more health conscious. So there's almost gyms around every corner. You can look around, you can see gyms pretty much almost everywhere. So the thing is with gyms, you kind of want to try to reach out to gyms that are in more affluent areas. Like think of big cities or rich suburban areas, because if you go after like gyms that don't really charge that much, then they're not going to be able to pay you that much per membership. So I would say go after gyms that charge maybe around $30 to $40 per membership per month, and then if they can keep the customer for a year, if they can send them up for a year contract, that's $300 per customer they can make. All you really have to do is get them 3 or 4 customers, and they can make a profit from that. So what you can do to run ads for gyms is you can offer a free 7-day trial to try out the gym. Maybe you want to show off some new equipment, or just say, hey, here's a free class that you can do. People will come into the class, they'll enjoy it, and then they can upsell the person from there. So just offering something for free, or like a free training or a free challenge. I see a lot of those work for gyms. Free challenges work very, very well. Gyms are the next niche you can go after that's going to be easy, timeless, and overall you can get results for them easily. Number 2 is solar companies, actually. So why solar companies overall? So why is it easy? So there are so many benefits to homeowners for them to go solar. You see a lot of them do $0 down, so they don't have to pay nothing out of pocket. They can get rebates and stuff. they can, there's a lot of tax savings when you go solar. Like if I owned a house, I would go solar right now, because there's just so many benefits, and especially since solar pays for itself, and it saves people money overall when it comes to electric. So you can just say like, hey, if you go solar, you're going to be saving X amount per month on your electricity bill, and the solar panels will literally pay for itself. So it's almost like you're giving the customer money, and anything when it comes to giving the customer money or giving them something of great value, Facebook and Google ads, will really thrive for that, and that makes the ads for these types of clients relatively easy. And also, it's a relatively new and growing industry. 10 years ago, no one was really talking about going solar for the most part. I mean, maybe a little bit, but now it's ever more prevalent, especially with climate change, with the environment, people going green. It's a growing industry, and it's going to keep growing. So you might as well hop on that trend and, help other solar companies make some money over on in the growing area, and then you can profit as well. Like I was saying, the ads could be $0 down, how it pays for itself, how much they can save on taxes, the rebates they can get, and it's just, there's so many benefits to it. Obviously, you want to look more into it and for yourself, so that way you can run the ads properly to clients, for clients. And there are so many solar companies in the US. Do a quick Google search. Do anything for the most part. You will find lots of solar companies you can reach out to and run their ads for. So before I get into number one, you've made it this far into the video, which means you're enjoying it, you're liking it. So please do me a favor and subscribe. Also, what I realized is, looking at my analytics, 73% of you guys, 73% of you guys are not subscribed, but you're watching my content consistently. You guys can tell I am a very, very small YouTuber right now, so every subscribe helps. It's greatly appreciated, and I see it, and I'm always thankful for you guys. Once you guys subscribe, and to the ones that are subscribed, the 26.7 that you guys that are subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. You really appreciate. You have no idea how much I wake up and how grateful I am that you guys are there and you guys have subscribed to me. Overall, for the 73% of you who haven't, it's free. It takes 1 second. You only get value. You pretty much only get value from me, and you can always change your mind if you want. And every subscribe is seen by me and is greatly appreciated. So please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button as well for the YouTube algorithm. So now let's get into reaching out to these niches and what you want to say to them, what you want to do, so that way you can set up meetings, set up appointments, and start getting paid once you close them. So you don't want to say something generic like, hey, I run digital marketing ads for gyms, let's hop on a call. That does not work. That will never work. And if it does work, you have to send 1,000 messages plus for that to actually work. And you could have only had to send 200 messages or 50 or 10 if you had a much more personalized or value-based approach. So what do I mean by that? So what you want to do when you reach out to these niches is offer value first. That is the important part, guys. That is what so many people get wrong. So that's why messages are seen as spammy or they don't reply to you. It's because they don't see the value in your message. Thus, why would they respond to you? You want to offer value first, so that way you get people's attention, it engages them, and then they'll reach back out to you to say, let's talk, or let's actually hop on a call. So what you can do is give them a compliment or suggestion to improve their performance. If you've seen them running ads, you can send them a quick video audit of, ways you can help improve their business. Lead with something that they want and explain how they can get it. So that's like, hey, I can help you get more gym customers. And then you can walk them through how you do it. It's like, let's hop on a call so I can tell you more. Send them a help video you made. So for me, I send them to a video that talks about, how to pretty much get results for, that business. And, they reach back out to me, or, I'm able to schedule an appointment because I give them value first. So there are many ways to create value. As long as it helps out the person in some way, shape, or form, it's better than a generic pitch. and you'll get your foot in the front door a lot easier. So now let's get into the number one niche you can go after as a complete beginner. It's always going to be needed no matter what, and that is real estate agents, guys. You may have, kind of picked up on this because housing is the number one area people spend the most on. So if people spend the most on this, that means there's a lot of customer base that the real estate agent can reach out to and help, and you can help that real estate agent, be connected with those customers. Everyone needs a place to live, and a real estate agent fulfills that need. There are, in the US, 300 something million of us, and we all need a place to live, and that's what real estate agents pretty much help facilitate. Ads are very, very simple, guys. You literally just take the photos that the real estate put of their house, you put it in there an ad, you describe the house, and you just add a little bit of scarcity, saying like, oh, appointments getting lined up, book your time fast, and boom, the real estate agent has leads to potentially make a home sell or get a new home buyer. And real estate agents are almost a dime a dozen. If you can go online, go on Facebook, go on anything. Your friends are most likely real estate agents that you can help. There's so many real estate agents out there that could use your help, and overall you can go after them and get them as clients. So that is pretty much the 5 easiest timeless niches for your SMMA. So if you want to see a video about how to get your first client at $500 or more per month, click on the video I have on screen right now, and you're gonna be able to know how to do that step by step. I'll see you guys in that video. Take care.